we are again, ladies and gentlemen, back in action, live and in living color, with the 1987 Supermod. I'm your host, Brad Drake, and this, of course, is my AWA save. So here we are, it's Friday night, week 3 of January 1988, and the AWA is back on the tour schedule. All right, we are back in St. Paul, and if you remember, last time we were in the Midwest region and Great Lakes regions, they were telling us that we could draw like 20, 30,000 fans to a show. So I went into this fully expecting this, and now it's telling us we can only draw 9,993 fans. So I can't understand what exactly is going on here, folks. But we're going to go ahead and run the St. Paul Civic Center anyway. We're going to give up about 6,000 seats, 5,000, yeah, about 6,000 seats. But what are you going to do? There's really no other better options at this point, and this is just strange. I don't understand how we keep going up and down with the potential attendance here. So I'll have to look into it offline here and see to make sure that the shows are accurate, the ticket prices aren't high, stuff like that, and make sure that it's correct. And we'll figure out what's going on and try to regulate things out. So it looks here that we have all protege work, so that's good. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Guy's got a Camaro mullet. All right, let's see who's missing. Outside of Kevin Kelly is Mike Richards, who's already given us his notice anyway. So it really doesn't matter at this point if he's not here. So let's take a look at our card, and we'll do a quick rundown here. Vivian St. John is going to battle Candi Devine in the opener. The Top Guns are going to face the Destruction Crew. Wendi Richter is going to challenge Sherri Martel for the World Women's title. The Terrorist is going to match up with Baron von Raschke. Greg Wojokowski is going to meet up with Wahoo McDaniel. Billy Robinson is going to challenge Greg Gagne for the World Television title. Bobby Duncum is going to lock horns once again with Jerry Lawler. And in our main event, Oliver and SOMERS will face the Midnight Rockers for the World Tag Team title. Here we are, folks. Let's get to booking. All right. St. John versus Devine is the opener. And here is Vivian St. John. And there is former World Women's title holder, Candi Devine. Let me ask you a question. Do you call anybody that once held the title the former champion, or is it only the person that held it last? It's a good trivia question for you. If you know the answer, leave an answer in the comments below. I'm curious to see what you think. All right. It looks like Vivian St. John won the last time that these two met. So Candi Devine is going to go ahead and get the win here. Next, we have the Top Guns and the Destruction Crew. And of course, the Destruction Crew are turning out to be much better than originally figured. And we have to go back to that first match after this, ladies and gentlemen. It may have been a TV match. I want to make sure that that is fixed and that it's accurate. So there we go, the Top Guns versus the Destruction Crew. We can auto-name this one, and let's take a look and see the Destruction Crew won the last time. So the Top Guns are going to get the win this time. We'll have John Paul get the victory for his team. Let's take a look at that opener again. And yes, it was. It was an enhancement match. I guess it really doesn't matter. It's a 10-minute match. So who cares? It's not going to hurt anything. All right, next we have Wendi Richter versus Sherri Martel for that coveted women's title. And these two have had a tremendous feud. And it's been a lot of fun watching them go around the circuit, battling each other over this title. And let's see who got the win the last time. I don't recall. It's been several days since we've recorded. Wendi Richter got the win the last time, so Sherri Martel is going to get the win here to retain her title. And of course, she's going to do it with a tainted finish. And I have to adjust that TV business. And we will. We'll take care of it. So here we are on to our next bout, the Terrorist and Baron von Raschke. And they're going to go 14. And of course, we'll leave this one open-ended, although I'm sure that the Baron is going to get the win here. Ugh, clicking the wrong thing here. All right, here's Wojokowski versus McDaniel. And this is another one that I can't recall who is up for the win here. There is Wojokowski. There's Wahoo. And let's see who's due for a win here. Right, Wojokowski is due for the win. And Wojokowski, of course, is going to get the win by manager interference. He is managed by the dastardly Don Carson. All right, Robinson and Gagne are up next. And these two are going to go 16. They are going to give us a technical masterclass because that's what they do best. There's Greg Gagne. And we need to double check. I think Gagne won the last time. He did. We're going to have Billy Robinson win by countout. This at least somewhat keeps this interesting. You can't have Gagne win every single match. Right, Duncum and Lawler are in the semi-main here, and this has been an outstanding feud. We'll be sure to check this one to see who's due for a win here. And nobody tell Memphis that we're letting Jerry Lawler lose. All right, Jerry Lawler is going to get the win here over Big Bobby Duncum. And of course, as you know, Jerry Lawler is always a perennial contender for that World Heavyweight title. All right, our big main event here is Oliver and SOMERS versus the Midnight Rockers. We're going to go 30 minutes with this one. Oliver and SOMERS have turned out to be a pretty good pairing. It's working out very well for us. They have been traveling around the country battling for these titles, or this title, I should say, since it's technically one championship, just happens to be 2 belts. Of course, we're going to get knocked here with Marty Jannetty with the injury, and let's see who's due for a win here. Oliver and SOMERS are due for a win. So how about we go double DQ here? And we'll remove Doug SOMERS and double DQ finish. That'll keep things interesting. Guess I have to make sure it says draw, huh? No, that's good. So there we go. We have a draw. We're going to book the segment, 141 minutes. Pretty normal for us. Let's go ahead and start the show and see how we do here, everybody. 42 overall. Not bad for the opener. Why is Candi Devine fatigued? I think she's still working for a bunch of other promotions. All right, the Top Guns, just as planned, get the win over the D Crew. D Crew is working out very well. Nice team, accurate photos. I dig it. Look at that. Nice score. 67 overall for this ladies' match. And Sherri Martel defends her title once again. There it is. Baron von Raschke once again defeats the terrorist with the Brain Claw. We get a 66 overall. Look at that. We scored, we drew 10,600 in the St. Paul Civic Center. So better than we originally thought. All right, here we are. Wojokowski getting the win over Wahoo McDaniel due to the interference of his dirty manager. And you get a 78, 83, 74, 78 overall. That's the way it should be. That's realistic. Let's move along to the next segment here. Robinson over Gagne by countout, so the title does not change hands. We get an 86 for this match, and I'm sure it's because these two both are well suited to the technical masterclass. And the only penalty here is Robinson's declining physical ability. We still score an 86. Outstanding score. 91 for Duncum and Lawler. Terrific. We are looking good on this show, everybody. We are looking very good. I don't expect our main event to do as well as the previous two matches, only because of Marty Jannetty's injury. But let's see what happens. Yeah, 82. Jannetty's injury takes a big toll. Understandable. We should still do an improvement here. And we do. We get an 82 overall. We got to give Marty Jannetty some praise here for working well injured. Jerry Lawler put on one hell of a performance. And so did Greg Gagne. Marty Jannetty pointed out for a great performance. Lawler, great performance. And Greg, we're going to give Greg a hug. Jannetty's pleased, Lawler is pleased, and Gagne is pleased. Excellent. I'm moving right along here on the tour. We're going to be in Minneapolis tomorrow night. And it's been a while, so I have a hard time remembering which venue we've been using for Minneapolis. Of course, that's also going to depend on what the computer gives us for a potential crowd. Let's take a look now and see if we had done anything wrong or different with this. Intent normal, ticket pricing default. So I don't see any reason that our number should have been that low for that show. But it is. Oh well, what are you going to do? Let's see if anything interesting happened here. Check our incoming. All right, Marty Jannetty's back now. Got a nice score for All-Star Wrestling. Billy Robinson is shit-talking Sherri Martel. Probably the only one. The terrorist is tired. Candi Devine is tired. Well, good thing they're not going to wrestle for a few more days. And let's see what happened in the WWF live event. They're in the Pittsburgh Civic Center. Honky Tonk Man over David Sammartino in a first blood match. Man, this card right here sucks. And it's still got an 85 overall. Good for them. Let's check out the Giants series. Baba and Destroyer in the main event. Still holding on to that World Tag Team title. Tiger Mask and Fucci continuing their feud with the Malenko brothers. Good stuff, good stuff. World Class ran last night. Sold out the Sportatorium, of course. Solid main event there. All right, that's going to do it for us, everybody. We are going to be back tomorrow with our next tour date in Minneapolis. If you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button, give us a like, and share this video with your friends and their friends and everybody's friends. Make friends with everybody and share this video with them. Also, facebook.com/groups/1987 Supermod. Join us in conversation about the Supermod. Find out what everybody else is doing in their saves. We got a good group and we have good conversation. Last but not least, if you would like version 7.0 of the Supermod, remember I'm playing version 6.0. Go to braddrake.net, drop me a line, and I'll be more than happy to send you the Google Drive link to not only the database, but also the picture pack. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.